Imagine your body as a bustling city, always under construction, never truly at rest. Every moment something is being built, repaired, or replaced. Old structures are torn down, new ones rise, just like your cells, which are constantly dying and being born, keeping the city of your body alive and thriving. Your skin replaces itself every few weeks, red blood cells every 4 months, and even your bones, which seem so solid, are renewed over time through a slow but steady process. Nearly every atom in your body is swapped out over 7 to 10 years, meaning the physical matter that makes you is always on the move. The atoms making up your heart, lungs and brain once belonged to the air you breathe, the water you drink, and the food you eat. You are a living mosaic of the world around you. You are, quite literally, made of recycled stardust. The elements in your body were forged in ancient stars, connecting you to the cosmos in a profound way. The physical you is always in flux, shifting and adapting, never exactly the same from one moment to the next. The person in the mirror today is not materially the same as a year ago. Your body is a collection of ever-changing parts. Yet, you feel like the same person, holding on to a sense of self that seems to persist despite all this change. Think of a childhood photo. You say, "That was me," even though none of those cells remain. The connection feels unbroken. If your body is always changing, what part of you endures? What is the anchor that ties your past to your present? This question pushes us to look beyond flesh and bone for the source of identity, searching for something deeper and more lasting. We see ourselves age, hair grays, skin wrinkles, posture shifts. The passage of time leaves its mark on us all. The evidence of change is written on our faces, in every line and every shade of grey. Yet a thread of continuity seems to run through it all, connecting each version of ourselves across the years. We believe we are the same person who experienced childhood, adolescence and adulthood, despite all the transformations. This ongoing transformation is the first clue in the mystery of personal identity, hinting that who we are is more than just our physical form. What then truly makes you, you? Is it your memories, your consciousness, or something else entirely? The search for the answer continues. Here's the paradox. We're always changing, yet we feel fundamentally the same. When you recall a memory, it feels like it happened to you, not a stranger. This sense of a continuous self is the foundation of our identity. Our society, laws, and relationships all assume we remain the same person over time. But if our bodies are always in flux, what persists? Is it a soul, a mind, or just a pattern? The mystery deepens. Perhaps you is more of a process than a thing. If identity isn't in our cells, if it's not written in the DNA of every part of our body, maybe it's in our brain, the organ that orchestrates our thoughts, feelings, and actions. Your brain is a vast network of billions of neurons, each forming countless connections with others, creating a complex web of communication. Memories, personality, and beliefs are all encoded in this intricate web, shaping who you are at every moment. Learning and experience physically reshape your brain's structure, altering the very pathways that define your thoughts and behaviors. Most neurons last a lifetime, offering some continuity and stability as you grow and change. But the connections, synapses, are always changing thanks to neuroplasticity, the brain's remarkable ability to adapt and rewire itself. Your brain today is not wired exactly as it was a year ago or even a month ago. It's constantly evolving with every new experience. Memories are reconstructed each time you recall them, not stored like files in a cabinet, but recreated anew from scattered traces. This explains why memories can change, yet still connect us to our past selves, weaving a thread through our personal history. The gradual, overlapping nature of these changes creates a sense of continuity, even as we transform. The unique pattern of your neural connections holds your story, your hopes, your habits, and the essence of your identity. The brain is a bridge across time, linking who you were, who you are, and who you will become in the future. It's not a static object, but a dynamic system that evolves with you, reflecting your journey through life. Through this ever-evolving web, your sense of self persists, adapting and enduring as you move forward. Philosophers have long questioned whether there's any single thing we can truly call the self. For centuries, thinkers from different cultures and eras have debated what it means to be you. David Hume, a famous Scottish philosopher, argued that when we look inward, we don't find a solid, unchanging core. Instead, we discover only a stream of perceptions, thoughts, feelings and sensations, never a fixed I. According to Hume, the self is really just a bundle of experiences, not a single, unified entity. Our emotions, memories and sensations are constantly shifting. Our minds weave these experiences together, creating the story of a single character, ourselves, to help us make sense of life and our place in it. But this character, this sense of a stable self, is a convenient fiction, not a fundamental reality. It's a story we tell ourselves. In truth, you are more like a river than a statue, always changing, flowing and adapting, yet still recognizably the same in some ways. If there's no fixed self, then we're free to change and evolve throughout our lives, embracing new roles and possibilities. Identity is not something we simply have, but something we do, created and recreated through our actions, choices and relationships with others. The you of today is linked to the you of yesterday by memories, habits, and the physical traces you leave behind, forming a chain through time. Think of identity as a melody, not a single note, but a sequence of notes played over time, each one building on the last. Each moment in your life is distinct, like a note, but together they form your life's unique song, a composition that is always unfolding. No single moment or experience defines you. It's the sequence, the pattern, that creates your unique identity. Continuity comes from the flow of moments, not from a static, unchanging core. We are always in motion, always becoming. The self is not a noun, but a verb, an ongoing act of becoming, a process that never truly stops. Our identity is the process, not the product. It's the journey, not the destination, that shapes who we are. Real-world cases of amnesia and brain injury reveal how fragile our sense of self can be. Someone with severe amnesia may lose all memory of their past. Are they still the same person? Their body and brain remain, but the psychological thread is broken. Memory is crucial to our sense of who we are. Personality changes after brain injury, like the famous case of Phineas Gage, show how deeply identity is rooted in brain structure. When the brain changes, so can the self. Our personality evolves over time, shaped by experience and learning. Even without dramatic breaks, we are constantly being reshaped. Some aspects of identity endure, skills, emotional tendencies, even when memories are lost. Identity is multi-layered, some parts can change while others persist. These cases force us to ask, which parts of ourselves are most essential? Is it memory, personality, or something else? The answer is complex, and perhaps always changing. The ship of Theseus is an ancient thought experiment about identity. If every plank of a ship is replaced over time, is it still the same ship? Most say yes. Its form and history remain, even if the material changes. But if the old planks are reassembled elsewhere, which is the real ship? This riddle mirrors our own lives. Our bodies are constantly replaced, yet we feel continuous. Are we the sum of our parts or the pattern that persists? Like the ship, our identity lies in gradual change and continuity of form. The you of today is linked to the you of yesterday by an unbroken chain of small changes. Our identity is in the pattern, not the parts. The ship of Theseus reminds us, identity is a matter of continuity, not substance. Perhaps the best way to understand identity is as a story. You are the main character in a narrative you're both living and writing. Your memories, beliefs, values, and actions weave together the plot. This story isn't static, it's constantly updated with new experiences. Major events can create plot twists and character development. You have the power to revise your story and set a new direction. Identity is an active, creative process. You're both character and author. A story can change dramatically, yet remain unified. You can change profoundly, yet remain you. Your identity is the unfolding story, not a single snapshot. It's the thread connecting every chapter of your life. Biology and experience shape us, but they don't fully define us. We have agency, the power to make choices and shape our character. Every decision, big or small, adds to our narrative self. Existentialist philosophers like Sartre argued that we create our own essence through choices. We are responsible for who we become. The choices that define your life, career, relationships, beliefs, are expressions of your will. Even within constraints, we can choose our attitude and response. These choices accumulate, forming habits and personality. Identity is not just discovered, it's built. We are active participants in our own creation. If you're unhappy with your story, you can start a new chapter. By making different choices, you shape who you will be. You are the architect of your own self. So what makes you, you? It's not a single thing. You are your body, your brain, your memories, a process, a story, a pattern. The self is dynamic, fluid, always becoming. There is no permanent I pulling the levers, just a pattern woven from biology, memory, and choice. Embracing this frees us to grow and change. If identity is a story, we can write one of kindness, resilience, and growth. Our past is a prologue, not a prison. Change is not a threat, but the essence of being alive. The question, what makes you, you, has no final answer. You are a work in progress. The paradox of identity is not a problem to solve, but a mystery to live.